Believe it or not, it was 50 years ago when Evel Knievel attempted to jump over the fountain at Caesar's Palace and came just feet short, resulting in an accident that almost cost him his life. He was 28 years old at the time, and hey, he was young. Young guys do foolish things. Well, Travis Pastrana is 34, and he's about to attempt the exact same jump, and others, this Sunday, live on History. The multiple motorsport monster, Travis Pastrana, joins us now from Caesar's Palace at the fountain where they've set up some stands. This is going to be nuts. Travis, how are you, buddy?
Doing awesome. I tell you what, though, it just got real coming down here to Caesars, and this is probably the most infamous and iconic jump ever done in stunt lore. So to have an opportunity to come out here and to jump it on a 750 V-twin like Evel. This is it's pretty scary, but pretty cool.
And you're not just taking on one; you're taking on three of his most incredible stunts. A couple that are record holders. Let's talk about how you came up with this idea in the first place. Where did you have this dream to say, you know what? Let me just take it all on.
Having the opportunity on History, I think it's so awesome to bring, my dad's generation where he's like, the stuntman's dead. Back when men were men and Evel Knievel's day, and the younger generation that's coming up on scooters and BMX that, and even the dirt bikes that don't know a lot of the history around, Evel Knievel, around Gary Wells, and all the guys that kind of came up to kind of bring three generations together, to push myself to get, to ride one of these V-twins. Honestly, this started out as a tribute, and it still is, but this is one of the scariest things I've ever even sat on, let alone had to jump. It's like dropping out of the sky with a tank. So definitely going to be a huge challenge, and if it's even possible to have more respect for Evel Knievel and the stuntman that, of the 60s and 70s, I do now after trying to fly this thing. So I've never jumped it quite as far as I'm going to need to on Sunday, but at the end of the day, I've jumped my regular dirt bike that far, but it's half the weight, 1/3 of, or 3 times the suspension travel.
Exactly. I want to downplay what you do on the dirt bike, but the dirt bike, those are really made to fly. That is definitely, it's almost a road bike, and it's incredible what you're going to be pulling off. Let's go down the stunts. We'll save Caesars for last. You're planning to jump over 52 cars that will break his record. First of all, where is this taking place? And second of all, were you good at math in high school, and does it check out?
The math checks out. That's the best part about, this is a modern day tribute, to the original stuntman. They've come before us. We know a lot better about ramps, about how things fly, about the speeds we're gonna need to hit, and if the wind's blowing one way or the other, how much that's gonna affect us. But at the end of the day, I have to be within about 2 miles an hour, and these bikes, with a modern day bike, you can come up short, you can come up long. It's like an extension of my body. I grew up since I was 4 riding dirt bikes, but this thing, you can't even really stand up on it because you got to be bow-legged to fit around the motor. It's so big, it's so fast, it accelerates so hard.
Yeah.
Math was always a strong point, but at the end of the day, you just got to be spot on. And Evel Knievel, he didn't wear safety gear.
No.
He wore a costume. And I have basically the same tailored boots, high heel, dress boots, got leathers. It's going to be 110, 115 degrees on Sunday. And I got a cape. We're doing it all out. And I feel like that's what's kind of missing on, on the modern day. Evel he went out and he was a salesman. He went and he dressed to the tens and always had that spectacle. So we're going to bring the spectacle, we're going to bring the fun, and hopefully we're going to bring 3 generations to sit in front of the TV on History, or you guys are Vegas, obviously right down the road.
We might just come out, yeah, exactly.
Come on out and check this thing out.
Then you're going to be jumping over 16 full-size buses, and then in front of Caesars. And when he jumped over the fountain at Caesars, there wasn't a lot built around the fountains. Now there's a ton built around the fountains. How are you making this work?
Yeah, the infrastructure is very, very difficult. So Evel was able to start from the parking lot and end in the parking garage. It was narrow and scary, but now we got to start basically above where the old parking garage was. And I have less than 200 feet to get this beast to about 70 miles an hour. So go walk that off and try to think about that. It's going to be everything I have, and then shifting up with high heel boots on a bike that's not really meant, it's not like a motocross bike that shifts real easy. And hopefully not land in the fountain, make it all the way to the downside. So it's going to be wild.
For what it's worth, we don't care if you're wearing the high heel boots. You can wear some flats. We're all right with that. Travis?
No, it's got to be authentic. Got to be all the way. And I gotta say, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get the opportunity to do it.
There's no other person on the planet modern day that I think could take on all of this other than you, and I'm looking forward to this weekend, buddy. Congratulations on everything. I'm looking forward to Sunday.
Thanks a lot. It's going to be fun. Hope to see you out there.
All right, watch a motorsports legend cement his legacy as one of the best of all time this Sunday night. Evel Live. It kicks off at 5 p.m. live on History from Las Vegas and Caesars Palace. It's all part of Car Week. And for more, visit history.com.